back to KP's Kingdom, cooking with KP, and today I'm going to show you one of the best recipes I've cooked in ages, and that is these beautiful soft pretzels. Alright, and I normally suck at making bread, but oh well, I got it this time. Alright, so here I've got a teaspoon's worth of dried yeast, and I'm putting that into 300 milliliters or mil of lukewarm water. I'm just going to let that stand and wait for that yeast to do its thing. It's going to froth up. Alright, I've got 2.5 cups or 2 1/3 cups of plain flour and a teaspoon's worth of fine salt. Alright, put that through a sieve, just like I'm doing right there, and let's get rid of any lumps and clumps and bumps out of that. I'm going to add in 30 grams worth of softened butter, right, real butter, not margarine, and I'm going to add in our yeast and water mixture into there as well. Pretty easy, pretty simple so far. Right, I've got my stand mixer with the dough hook, and I'm just going to let that run at a slow speed for about 8 to 10 minutes. Alright, and we're just going to wait for a really nice soft dough to form. It's not going to take too long at all. As I said, 8 to 10 minutes. It might take a little bit less. Just keep an eye on it. And look, as you can see, our dough has already started to come together like that, and it's a beautiful type of dough. Alright, so I can give that a little bit of a bounce test like that. It's springing back nicely. Right, it's not too hard, not too soft, and we just need to get that off the dough hook, just like I'm doing right there, and we can get ready for our next step. Now, we don't really need to let this rest and rise. We're going to put a bit of flour down on a board. Okay, we're going to put our dough down, and all we have to simply do now is just roll that out. Right, if it feels like it's sticking, just add a little bit more flour. I've probably added maybe just a touch too much, but then again, I seem to overdo things quite frequently. Right, just keep rolling that out, just like I'm doing right there, and we sort of want around about sort of 8 to 10 pieces. We're going to cut this log out of our dough. Right, so it's a pretty simple sort of process. You could use a ruler if you really want to, and as you can see, I'm wiping a little bit of that excess dough off. I am actually using a dough scraper, and I'm going to cut that in half, and I'm just going to keep cutting those in half until I get 8 to 10 pieces. Alright, pretty simple to do. Alright, so just judge that as you go, and we're just going to cut these into nice little chunks and put those aside. Right, and as you can see, that dough cuts absolutely beautifully. And if you haven't tried making your own sort of doughs before, whether it be pizza, whether it be pretzels or focaccia, it is not that hard. But as I said, for some reason I always suck at making bread, so don't hold me to making bread, although these things were amazing. Alright, we've got our little pieces out. I ended up with 9. We want to try and get these about 250 to 300 millimeters long. That's why I've got my little stainless steel ruler there, just so I can gauge it. Right, so we're just going to simply roll these out nice and carefully, and as we do, we're going to spread our hands apart and stretch our dough out. We want these to be around about 25 millimeters or 2.5 centimeters in thickness. Alright, so we're just going to keep rolling our dough out like that. Now, I haven't tried to form a pretzel shape before like this. I have done other little knots and things, but yeah, I'm just taking my time. Now, just keep stretching that out. Now, all we have to do now is simply make our pretzel. As you can see, my MS is really kicking in, and I can't remember and work out how to actually make our little knot. So my first one didn't turn out so good, but my next ones did. Alright, so we're just going to keep rolling those out, and all we simply do is actually make a little knot. Right, very simple. So just cross the two edges over, and the two ends we're going to pinch together in the center. Alright, so just keep rolling those out. Pretty simple to do. Now, in the meantime, my oven is already sitting at 180 degrees fan forced, and so we can make these nice little pretzels up. I got that first one, unknotted it, re-rolled it, and tied it. Right, so here I've got some water, and I'm going to add in 3/4 of a cup's worth of bicarbonate soda. Sounds like a lot, it is, but this is the process we need to use to make our pretzels. Now just keep the heat on that until that bicarb soda all dissolves into our liquid, just like that. Now using a little lifting device, we're going to get ready to take these out. We're going to put those pretzels in for 15 seconds, right? So have someone count this down for you, like Mrs. KP was. She was giving me the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 deal, and all we'd have to simply do now is give those a flip, right? Just like that. Another 15 seconds. As I said, Mrs. KP's counting down for me, so I don't get confused or anything like that. And just going to set our pretzel dough. Right, take those out, and I'm going to put those aside. Right, so just continue through with all the rest of your little pretzels that we've started making up. Right, it takes a little bit of time, but it's not a lot. Okay, very simple. And I tell you what, the yeast in that dough really starts to come through at this point. I'm putting these on 2 baking trays, give it a little bit of space in between, a little bit of brushed egg straight over the top. Right, so it's just an egg, beat that up with a fork or a whisk, and we're just going to give that a little bit of a paint over the top, just like that. Okay, very, very easy, very simple to do, and this is going to give our pretzels a most beautiful color. Okay, now here I've got some sea salt flakes, and I'm just going to crumble that over the top of each pretzel. Right, we can't have pretzels without salt, that just would not be right. Okay, so just sprinkle the salt over top of all of those, just like that. Okay, pretty simple. Now those are going to go into the oven for around about 12 to 13 minutes, or until they come out looking something like that. How good was that? Okay, and these things eat straight away while they're hot. They are magic. Thank you so much for watching this video. Really do appreciate it. If you like this video, hit that like button. It gives me confidence, should make you feel warm and fuzzy too. Share this video with all your friends on all platforms of social media. We are trying to get known as KP's Kingdom out there. Hit that notifications bell. You'll be notified every time a new video goes up. Please leave a comment. Love reading, love responding to them. In the meantime, if you want to learn how to make one of the best little dipping type breads or whatever, just like this one, which goes great with a glass of wine, when you need to come and join the family, my family, hit the subscribe button and you'll never miss another one of my videos again. Off to eat my soft pretzels, and I will catch you next time.